General Lucky Irabo, Chief of Defense Staff, on Tuesday in Benin said Nigerians should continue to trust the armed forces in spite of reports making the rounds of the army indictments in the massacre at Lekki Toll Gate during the NSAS protest last year. Irabo, fielding questions from reporters, said that this was because the armed forces were not the police, adding that they were only called out when there was need to do so. He noted that the NSAS report released by the Lagos State panel in his view was released through a wrong channel. According to him, whether it is true report, I can't tell, but we like to indicate that the normal procedure is to have such a report submitted to the convening authority. Then there will be a white paper presented based on which one can then make informed comments. But whatever it is, currently I would like to indicate that the Armed Forces of Nigeria is a professional armed forces which remain committed to constitutional mandate. He said that in view of this, Nigerians should not make disparaging remarks regarding the armed forces. If there are issues, of course, we address them within the ambit of the divisions. It will not be right to disparage men and women who have worked so hard to ensure that the territorial integrity of the nation is kept intact. So until I see the full report, I may not be able to say anything, but I can assure you that the armed forces of Nigeria is well disciplined and do not engage in ignoble acts, Irabo said. I can assure you that the armed forces of Nigeria are well disciplined and we do not engage in any ignoble acts. If Nigerians do not trust us, then we won't be doing what we are doing. We need to understand that the armed forces are there to keep the peace, to provide the ambience that will enable each Nigeria to live his or her desire in peace and harmony. So let us not make inciting comments that we put the entire space on fire. That is not right. They keep on saying that they are disciplined, people should not make insightful statements. And meanwhile, it happened. If really you guys are not the ones causing the problem, the first time this thing happened, from the army, they said they were not there. They said they were not there. That alone, in my own opinion, that alone is it's an integrity issue that they lacked. How can you be there? You say you were not there. Later they came back and began to say, oh, they were there. They didn't go with live bullets. They went with live bullets. But in the first place, why did you deny that you were not there? And there's this back and forth between the Nigerian army and the governor of the state. Sanwo-Olu said he didn't invite them. They said Sanwo-Olu invited them. So what are we talking about? Who are the people causing the problem? You created the problem, then people follow through with you. And you come out and turn around and begin to blame it on the masses. Oh, you said the whole thing did not come through the right channel. Did you people keep people on us? They can't even defend it. The Nigerian people trust you, will not be doing what you are doing. Is that what we are talking about? And people have been saying that I hope they will not go and do what they will not just go there and change that report. Of course, the panel know what they submitted to the governor. So even if they want to change it, they will definitely know. Trying to tell us that they are this, you are that, you are professional. Really? That is what you are always saying. Did you people kill people or not? Is it the police people that killed or you people? All of them, they work together according to the report. Honestly, there's every tendency that they are going to sweep this whole thing under the carpet. Who is going to hold each other? Who is going to hold who? Who is going to take responsibility? Who is going to go in for it? This idea of calling them to come and apologize, that is not the issue. If you apologize, will it bring the people back? They must pay for the atrocities. But believe you me, since the governor of Lagos said in 2 weeks' time they are going to bring it in white whatever, you will see that a lot of things will change. Their language will change, and that is why we've not seen Lai Mohammed making mouth. Even Joe Igbokwe that you always put mouth in what he's not supposed to put mouth, he's always looking for where. So to me, he's not a nationalist. He's always, maybe he was employed to be attacking his own people, and it's just disgracing himself the more. This very important issue, you will not hear him say anything. He will just be looking for yeah thing to put his mouth. This report, he has not even said anything, and I'm sure they are all reacting to know what they are going to say at the end of the day. Well, there's nothing that we are not going to hear. A general in Nigeria military making this inciting comment that army are not police, that army are professional organization that only respond to action whenever they are called upon. For this singular comment, I can categorically say that the so-called general himself is not professional and unworthy to be a leader by undermining other professional organizations. Nigeria police are a bunch of cowards and nitwits, corrupt imbeciles and untrained nincompoops. Well, this man is a coward. What of the security forces that were killed by the protesters? Even the governor of Lagos State paid condolence visits to the families, which any of the protesters are being probed for that. Can you imagine? Can you please submit your own report? So to that effect, nitwits everywhere. E be like say your father is one of the policemen killed during ENSAS. Can you imagine? Good talk, Chief of Army Staff. We are solidly behind you. Foolish people, always behind foolish people. I know foolish people like you, they will definitely support what is not. I am not surprised at your reactionary comments on the outcome of the judicial panel of inquiry and restitution for victims of ENSAS abuses set up by the Lagos State government, which submitted its report few days ago, in which the Nigeria Police Force, Nigeria Army, and the Lekki Toll Gate Concession Company were all indicted and found culpable in the massacre of innocent young Nigerian youth protesters on October 20, 2020, which is being referred to as Lekki Toll Gate Massacre. Your comments on the outcome of the report is worrisome, as the Chief of Defense Staff, who ought to have accepted the revealing truth and tending unreserved apology immediately to the families of victims killed or wounded, but rather doing that, you still went ahead to deny the involvement of the army. You should cover your face in shame for failing Nigerians, the nation and the constitution you sworn to. Now it is late for you and the oppressive government, who has no value for life and respect for the rule of law, in which you are a prominent member of representative, to cover up the truth from being revealed, which is already known to the world and can no longer be covered again. Think of this. Put yourself in the position of the families whose children were cut down in their prime and at the flower of their age unjustly. You will be happy, or will you be happy? It is only in this part of the world that people in authority can do something and get away with it. And that shows how terrible our leaders are. But it is not so in the developed society we claimed we are learning from. If there are good structures on ground with sound institutions to check the excesses of people in authority, I can be truthful to you, but now with your shameless comment, you would have ceased being the chief defense staff and even made to face justice. But when are these people going to face this justice, and how is it that they are always getting away with all these atrocities? Everything will be, just like I said, everything will be swept under the carpet. Believe it or not, everything will be swept under the carpet.